Hello. With its first Christmas episode, NCIS, Origins unfolded the narrative of why Leroy Jethro Gibbs joined law enforcement, before teasing a new threat for the second half of Season 1. In brief, Gibbs flipped out after killing Pedro Hernandez, which resulted in his expulsion. When flat manager Ruth, returning guest actress London Garcia, discovered him using his truck bed as a bed, she had a change of heart. The two bonded over beers and jigsaw puzzles, and when Ruth was robbed one afternoon, Gibbs followed her in his truck, with Ruth sitting shotgun and noting the criminal's license plate. It was for naught, so they pulled over and drank a six-pack while sitting on the tailgate. Ruth admitted to being a crap mom to her son in New Orleans, while Gibbs confessed to murder. Ruth noted that between tracking down Pedro Hernandez, caring about chasing her robbers, and his overall observation skills, he'd be an excellent cop, so he left for Fleck in Georgia. Gibbs returned 2 months later and learned from Ruth that she was dying of blood cancer. He was still absorbing that news when he had his NIS psych evaluation, which resulted in the failing rating in the series opener. That night, Gibbs got into a fight with 3 officers at a bar, and Ruth paid Franks to bail him out of jail. Ruth used that encounter to tell Franks why Gibbs failed his mental evaluation and to call him out for avoiding the boys' calls and visits. Franks, in turn, added Gibbs to his NIS team after saving Gunny from another pub brawl. We then returned to the present day, where we discovered that Gibbs had learned of Ruth's death, prompting him to immerse himself in a woodworking project in the NIS basement. Along the way, he discovered a shredded report on Operation Sundown, a catastrophic mishandling of the series' first murder probe, which was eventually put on by a wanderer named Bugs. But Bugs was not acting alone. There was a second sniper, as revealed by another paper shred to viewers. After breaking her silence on Gibbs' murder of Hernandez, Lala approached him and asked him to reveal what was bothering him. The entire program meant so much to us here. It's basically why Gina and I went into this, says David J. North, co-showrunner of Origins with Gina Lucida Monreal, to TV Line. Ruth first appeared in episode 7, while Gibbs was on crutches, and she was exhibiting the flat. Gina and I were like, what happened after? I discussed it extensively with NCIS veteran and Origins executive producer, Mark Harmon. In NCIS canon, you go from killing Pedro to being an agent. It never really added up, North explains. So I was going home when Gina on the phone asked, what if it's a tale with Ruth, the flat manager? The next day, we started spitballing, which developed into this episode. North, who co-wrote Blue Bayou with Monreal and Brendan Feely, says he is more proud of it than anything else he has worked on. And I'm quite proud of London Garcia's performance as Ruth. What about the scenario in the back of the pickup truck? Despite the fact that the Dodgers were playing in Game 1 of the World Series, where Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam to win the game, the crew became engrossed in what they were doing. It was very. More of Tvline's most recent discussion with North can be seen below, where she discusses navigating NCIS canon, or lack thereof, dealing with stressful music clearance concerns, and passing the flashback baton to Mike Franks when Season 1 returns on Monday, January 27, 2020. Thank you for watching.